Security found 50,000 in your desk. That was the sentence that ended everything. My boss's voice was flat, practiced, like he'd rehearsed it before calling me into his office. Two cops stood near the window, waiting. And behind them, her cousin, the CFO, leaning against the desk, arms folded, smirk cutting through the silence. "I reviewed the cameras," he said. "He's guilty. They cuffed me before I even spoke. I didn't resist. I just watched his smile, the way his hand brushed against my wife's text on his phone when he thought I wouldn't notice. In that moment, I understood something cruel and quiet. This wasn't about money. It was about removal. By the time the steel door closed behind me, the truth had already started whispering. Jail doesn't echo like people think. It absorbs sound. The concrete eats your voice, your thoughts, your pulse. The lawyer came with my son, 13, shoulders trembling but eyes trying to be strong. "Dad, I know you're innocent," he said. "I'll fix everything." I smiled, coldly. "Post my bail, son." That night, as I lay on the thin cot, I replayed the week before the arrest. The CFO's questions about account access, his casual late-night calls to my wife about financial transfers, the way she'd started locking her phone around me. At the time, I told myself I was imagining it. Stress, overwork, paranoia. But now, sitting in a cell paid for by their lies, it all aligned perfectly. They'd set me up together. And I wasn't going to prove my innocence to them. I was going to make them choke on it. After bail, I returned home quietly. The house smelled like new paint. She'd been renovating. The safe was gone, my study cleaned out. My wife's laughter echoed from the kitchen, on the phone with someone she quickly hung up on when she saw me. I smiled, sat down, listened to the silence. Over the next days, I began collecting. Not clues, patterns. Bank statements, access logs, transaction timestamps. Every deposit they blamed me for matched dates when the CFO was reconciling ledgers. I didn't tell the lawyer, didn't tell anyone. I wanted to hear them lie first. I watched her sleep beside me, pretending everything was normal. Her breathing steady, her hand occasionally twitching. Guilt leaks through the body before it escapes the mouth. She thought she'd destroyed me, but she didn't know what kind of man she married. It took 7 days. 7 days to follow every digital fingerprint, every misfiled document, every accidental transfer. And then I found it. A private offshore account. 2 names attached. Hers and his. Same password pattern as her phone lock. Her maiden name, followed by my birthday. A final insult dressed as sentiment. That night, she sat at the dining table scrolling through her tablet, glass of wine half full. I placed the folder in front of her. Printed statements, account details. She stared at them for a long time. "Where did you get this?" she whispered. "I trained you better than that," I said. "Never leave a trail you can't erase." Her hands shook. Her lips parted. But I wasn't listening anymore. I was studying the way fear finally replaced arrogance. The CFO's name printed beneath hers. The account number. The exact figure. $250,000. Enough to frame me, enough to start over together. "I loved you," she said. I nodded slowly. "That's the part you'll remember wrong." The next morning I visited the office. My boss waited, awkward and apologetic. The CFO arrived moments later, confident, as if still untouchable. I handed the police chief a drive. "Financial audit," I said. "Anonymous source." The chief plugged it in. The files opened like wounds. Bank trails, fake transfers, falsified camera edits. Every crime they'd pinned on me traced back to him. He froze. My wife's name appeared next to his signature. My boss turned pale. The police didn't look at me, they looked at him. I watched him sweat, stammer, beg. Then I said softly, You were right. The cameras don't lie. They cuffed him right there in front of me. Same spot I'd stood a week ago. Same sound of metal closing around wrists. The symmetry was perfect. That evening, I didn't go home. The house was just bricks now, hollow, painted over with betrayal. My son called. "Dad, they arrested Uncle David. Mom's crying." "I know," I said. "Are you okay?" A long silence. Then, "I am now." I parked by the ocean, engine off, wind scraping through the open window. I thought about the man I used to be, the one who trusted love more than logic. He died the day they framed him. What walked out of that cell wasn't him anymore, just something colder, sharper, free. I deleted her number, closed my eyes, and let the sound of the waves bury every last trace of mercy left in me. They built my downfall on lies. I built my resurrection on truth.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.